What's up, man? It's your boy Tony. It's Monday, 4/26/21. We're actually closed today, but I got some people that's gonna come fix my sign outside and put some new LED bulbs in there, and hook it up. But shout out to Sunny, shout out to Teddy, shout out to a lot of people that are watching my videos, supporting us, liking us, man. I got an appointment coming at 2. I'm gonna do a full beard, fade, top, edge up, everything, blade work. I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna do a full tutorial for y'all, and I'm gonna drop it later on today. Y'all keep on liking it, man. Y'all keep on writing comments. Let me know what I need to do. Let me know what y'all want to see. And I'll drop it all for y'all, man. This is my life now, man. I'm a barber, baby. Let's go. All right, man. It's your boy Tony, man. I'm back, man. I got a new client named Raheem. So what we're gonna do is a nice one blend all the way up. You're gonna take some volume off the top. We're gonna do like a nice taper in the back, and I'm gonna hook the beard up too. We're gonna do the beard with the blade and everything, y'all. I'll check it out. Bad. So this is gonna be like a tutorial because y'all be wanting this. So I'm gonna drop it right now. So you want the one. First thing you're gonna do is you're gonna get your small comb, and then you're gonna get your fat comb. All right. First thing you always do is you always comb the client's hair first. Comb everything in place. All right. Comb everything in place. The worst thing you can do is just start cutting out somebody's hair. You don't know if they have bumps or cold sores and all that stuff in the skin, so you'll get to check out everything first. Comb everything in place. Basically like set up your work real nice. So he wants a one fade. I'm gonna get my wall senior cordless, and I'm gonna get my one guard, and I'm gonna get my small comb. So since he wants a one on the side and a one on the beard, I'm just gonna go all the way. I'm gonna do a one on the beard first. So right here. So whenever you see the one right here, I'll probably go up halfway, and I'll use the other top half, for like the blend. I'm gonna do the one. I'm gonna take it about halfway. But once you stop on the one, you have to flick out a little bit so you don't leave a hard line. That's the trick where you don't have to set yourself up at the end where you make your job hard. You set yourself up for like failure and stuff. So you want to do it. You want to work right. So I'm gonna do the one all the way around. And the same thing on this side right here. Since you want a one on the beard, you take the one all the way up. There's some point to do it twice. So that part right there. You grab the brush now. I always clean up the work before you go. A lot of barbers will just go ahead and just start cutting. And if you do it, like if you have a good system, it always sets you up for like success. So always do it clean and keep your work clean, guys. So my next one is so I did the one, lever all the way up. So 1.5. So you go about half of that, whatever that you have. And then whenever you want to stop, you click out. And then you do the same consistency. You keep the same width all the way around. All the way around. And if you're ever cutting around the client's ear, always hold it down because there's nothing worse than tapping your client's ear with your clippers. So hold your ears down. Go ahead and flick out about the same width. I have to enter inch up. And that sets you up for the next step. So go back around and make sure it's really clean, guys. You don't have to rush through it. Always get your haircuts down first before you work on your speed. This is how you keep your clients from coming back. So I did a 1, and I did a 1.5. So now I'm gonna go between the half. Okay? So it's 1.25. So you're gonna stay in between that 1 and that 1.5. Just stick out that middle part of it. Don't go too high. Just stick right there. And if you do mess up and go up higher, go back up to that 1.5 and then fix it, okay? But go back to the half of the half and just work in the middle. That's how you take out that line. That's how you get that nice blend. See, it's already starting to shape up. And then you do the same thing on this side. Alright, so that's pretty much it so far. So now, like I said, always work clean. With the client, it gets all itchy on the client anyways, clean them up. So I did a 1 fade, right? And the 1.5 and then half of the half. So now what I'm gonna go to is the next guard. It's a 2 guard. It's a 2 guard, and I'm just gonna go lever up. All the way up. Alright? 2 guard all the way up. I'm basically gonna get all this in there. Right here. So this is the next part of the fade. This is how you start connecting the 1 up to the top. This is very important. And this one can go up about another inch. See, the fade's already starting to look nice already. Right here, since he has hair right there, this side's fine because he doesn't have a lot of hair, so I can use the brush. So whenever he has hair right here that you're trying to connect, put your brush down and go back to your small comb. All right. This part is smooth, but then once you get to longer hair, okay, get the small fine tooth comb and hold it down. And wherever you're gonna stop at, stop the comb right there. Just put the blade right there. Put the clipper right there. Same thing right here. Pull all that down. so far. Do that all the way around. Make sure you go back and forth over it. Even the first time, you might miss a couple hair follicles, and that doesn't look good. Because the point is, whenever you grab one guard, get everything you have to do with that guard, and just call it a day, so you don't have to keep on going back and forth. That's how you save a lot of time. So I got 2.5 still. Setting up my next part of my blend, and then I have all that part in the middle. So now this is now you go back to your one. I mean your low 2 or whatever, your regular 2. Now you can go back to your brush again. There's a little bit of darkness right here. This is where that's gonna take it out. But don't go up as high as you did with the 2.5. Again, stay in the middle again. And then if the hair's going straight down, go straight up. If his hair is going kind of to the side, so you gotta take the clippers to the side. This is called against the grain. If it's going to the side and you go up, it's not gonna cut it clean. So you kind of gotta pay attention on the client's hair. Okay? Same thing, we'll work in the middle with your lower 2 guard. This is just my system, and I do the same system for every hair texture, every person that I cut. I do the same steps. But I've done it so long that I've almost like perfected it. So you guys, you guys can copy my technique, or you can make your own technique, or you can take bits and pieces of it, and you can make your own stuff. I'm all about spreading the knowledge. I'm not here to just keep my gifts to myself. So that's why I'm making this tutorial. You guys been wanting this for a while, so here it is. All right. I know what you're probably thinking is it looks a little bit choppy, but you're gonna go back behind that and detail it with the 1.5 guard. I'll show you that later. So we did the 1, the 1.5. We did the 2 and the 2.5, right? So your last guard is gonna be a 3. I know that I can do the clip over comb and just call it a day. This is for students and people learning and people cutting at home and want to know. So that's why I'm going slow. I'm not gonna just hurry and finish it. So your last guard is gonna be a 3 and always go up. This is how you start connecting the top. Start connecting the top. The bottom up to the top. Okay. So you do your 3. And the point of a fade is to do smaller hair and it gets longer. So you want that transition to be clean. And also, whenever you look behind the client, you want it to go straight up. So I have all this weight right here, all this weight right here. This is what the 3 is gonna do. Same consistency all the way around. Alright, so that's a 3.5. I'm gonna go back down and I'm working the middle of that again. So his hair's going like this, and I'm gonna go against the grain, like I said. Never just go up. Always go against the hair pattern of the client. He gets that nice cut on there. Alright. So now you go back and detail the work. Since it's so this is this 1.5 guard and this half guard right here. Those are called your blending blades or your bending guards. I'm sorry, your bending guards. So this is basically for like people that get bald fades, and this is for people that do a 1 or 2 or 3, whatever. So you have to use this one now. I'm not gonna use this one today. That'll be on my next video, guys. So I'm gonna do the 1, the 1.5. This is your blending guard, right? Get your brush again. Go ahead and clean up your area, or your client. All right, so if you can see right here, this is where like you really clean up. This part right here needs to be touched up right there. Right in this middle part. All right there. Okay, so I'm gonna clean all it up right now with this 1.5 blending guard. If you want to be safe, you can go all the way up, just to feel safe. So you're gonna work all that middle that you just did. The 1 to the 3, doesn't matter. The one guard up, the 1.5 guard up is a 2 anyway. So always flick out, and then it has to make that cutting noise. So now you see it, now you go back down, and you just hit it right here in the middle. And it's really gonna start getting that blending work. So now you see all this dark area right here? That's what I'm about to clean up right there. So I'm gonna go up just to be safe. Alright. Just work in the middle of the 1 and the 3, like I said. It's not really doing much. It's just softening it up for the guard down, and you're gonna take out that little darkness. Basically what this a fade is basically shading. You're shading people's hair lighter to a darker texture. So that pretty much fixed that back part. And this side it has choppiness again right here in the middle. Go guard up. Don't go up to the 3 because you already got that set. You're gonna keep on taking the fade up higher. But that's why I said work on the bottom. This is a 1, this is a 3 on top. Guard up. Go ahead and go work in the middle. Not against the grain. Alright, so you do all that. Now go down and really get that blend in. One fade, guys. So I saw a little bit of bulk right here. We'll go back to 2 guard open. We'll go back to 2 guard open. I really clean up this side right here. And go back down to the bottom 2. So the client wants a small little ball taper in the back. So I'm gonna go straight to my balders. There's no point to do your regular 0. It doesn't get it down too low. What I like to do on tapers is I like to do it kind of like an upside down smile. So it leaves the nice edge up right here. You don't have to go too high. So I'm gonna do a low taper, but it's basically your first guideline is gonna be a small upside down smile. So that's pretty much the first one. You can always make your little lines, your little whatever you want to call it, your first little guideline. Very clean, okay? Do it very clean. Take your time, like I said. Don't rush until you get it down. So that's pretty much the first little part of the thing. So this is the balder. Now you go back to your clippers. Then you go half. Okay? Clean up. Half. Go up about. Doesn't matter. About an inch or half an inch. Okay, because you gotta fade it up into the 1 now. You gotta fade this ball taper to the 1. Okay. Alright, so now you got the ball and the half. Now you go half of that, then you work in the middle again. Okay, now you go no guard all the way down, which is still not going to get it lower than your regular first 0. So don't even worry, okay? now you go all the way down to 0. Your ball's still right here. So now this is very important. This is how you take out the ball line. Okay? Use your corners. Go right underneath the ball and just flick out that little line. Just tap it out. Do not go up too high. Because whenever you go too high with this ball 0, you're gonna have to keep on taking it up high. And the client doesn't like that. So work in your area. And if you go up a little bit higher, go ahead and just let the lever up, and then fix it a little bit. Stay in your area. Make it look nice. Go back to the half if you want to, and really get in there. Just work in your details, guys. That's all it's all about. But the detail work. Do that. That's pretty much the ball taper right there. Now, what I like to do is I like to edge it up first before I use my shaver. Shavers last for me as far as cutting hair. So you're gonna get the client to this side, clean up again. So you're gonna start in this back part right here. So a lot of people like to take it from right here and go all the way up. That's how you don't make it straight. Edge ups, you always start on one side, then you go to the other side, right here. Use your corners too on the curves. Whenever it's turning, use the corners. It makes the better serve you. Okay, so I'm gonna start on this side again, and I'm gonna hold down his ears, and I'm gonna connect it now. That's how you keep that consistent edge up. Don't ever slide people's haircuts back. So you do your edge up and then you ball it down. Ball it down for you. Since you're already here, go ahead and do his teacup already, and you'll go behind him with the razor. Comb the hair out. Do not try to hide the hair. Comb everything out. Whatever. Then that's how you really see the texture. Edge up only the very outer hair. So you want the curved part? Go ahead and use the corners again.
I appreciate you coming on Monday.
There's something on the sign, guys. They're not even here. They give me like a 2 to 4 window because they're putting new LED lights on my pink style sign in the front. So I'm waiting on that. So right here, always do it at a 45. Some people like to do it straight up, and I don't like doing that. Our natural thing is at a 45-degree angle, so I'm just gonna follow his natural pattern. Keep it natural, man. So whenever you do the C cup up into the beard, this is called a C cup. So I'll do the temple first, and I'll take it down to right there. Some people like to take it down. That's fine. But whenever you're learning, like I said, all edge up. Start at one point, and then come back down to another point right here. Right there, and then right here you have to connect it. Okay. So this is where you use your corners again. So now, since you already have your eyeliners out, go ahead and do most of your eyeliner work. Don't switch too much stuff, man. Just like you save a lot of time. Since my client does do a front edge up, so you're gonna hold the hair back. You know what? Go ahead and get your clippers and go up to the half. And then hold your hair up, and then kind of knock this down with the grain. So mark it down. So hold the hair up, guys, and you'll see all this growth he has right there. I can see all that growth, so you're gonna knock it down with the half, with the grain. Just makes the edge really, really crispy. So I'm gonna jump ship a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the fade up to the top. This is where you get your fat cone. Okay, your big T cone. Right? So if you can see, it's still not connected. So what you're gonna do is get your fat cone, because you're gonna see all this weight. You're gonna grab it, grab whatever you want to cut, and then go out. Don't ever go straight unless they're gonna do a mohawk or they need something that's gonna go inside. but if really you want your client's haircut to transition from short hair all the way longer hair up to the top. So you're gonna grab what you need to cut and come out at a 45. So I want. See? You can tell already that it's starting to connect. Always do the 45 degrees. Same thing all right here. You see where it's kind of choppy right here? Same thing. It's not like you're gonna cut all his hair off. Just grab a little part of it and then come out. And whenever you come out, it goes straight up. It's really a really nice technique. Shout out to my wife that taught me this. She's a really nice cosmetologist that could barber with anybody. So she really upped my game a lot, guys. Thank you, baby, for showing me this. Right there. Cut it, then you cut it, then you comb it back down. See, now it's starting to transition. So now you come back here again, right here. Kind of choppy right here, so you want to grab all that. You come out at 45. Same thing right here, it's kind of. All this two right here. We're gonna grab whatever we're gonna cut, and we're gonna come out. Boom. That's how you connect the one fade up to the top, guys. I'm sorry that I'm jumping around. I already did a little bit of this edge up, but now I'm going to work on the top. So you're going to saturate your client's hair. I recommend these little, like the mist bottles, not the spray bottle. That's get your client way too damp and wet. This is really clean work. So go ahead and hold the front. Right here, put him to the front, and then hold his forehead so you don't wet him. Go ahead and saturate his hair. Water is the best technique. Water is the best liquid to like manipulate the hair to get it to do whatever you want to do. Now, the whole idea of this is to saturate it, like I said, and to manipulate it so you can comb it how the customer would actually comb it. So you're gonna get your other skinny comb. You're gonna comb it into place. That's the only way that you can see where all the growth is coming from. And that's how you cut it. So basically it's all clean now. Everything's all like that. Okay. You need both. You'll need your shears, and then you'll need your thinning shears. The thinning shears are very good. And these are basically texturizing shears. So, and then like you need your cutting shears. So I'm gonna set my thinning shears down. I'm gonna grab my cutting shears. So how that I cut hair on top that has length that the clippers can get to, what I do is I get the front. And then whenever people have a comb over, you have to leave the front a little bit longer. So you just comb the front up. Just comb up the front. And let's do about half an inch off the top. Since you could tell that he had since he gets a one fade and just the growth that I saw how long that his hair was. So you're gonna set your front up as your perimeter. comb it back a little bit, and grab a part of the hair, and then match it again. And that's gonna be your guideline. Yeah, baby. Yeah. That's fine. Okay. All right. So that's my wife. They're calling. Just to check up on me, but it's fine. So, the first guideline, keep on taking it back. Keep on taking it back. When you see it's a little bit long, don't cut it down. Same thing. Keep on taking it back. Take it all the way back and cut it all the same. It was the previous owner had it. I actually bought it at a barber shop that was already running, and they were getting up in age, so it's kind of it was like in the 60s, right? Yeah, is it Carlos? Yeah. Did you know Carlos?
Brother.
Huh?
Brother.
Oh, your brother knows him? He actually passed away, bro. Yeah, I don't know when. Especially I don't want to start rumors. Yeah, he passed away. I didn't even know him. So, yeah, so that's pretty much how you do it. You do the middle, and then you come back to the. So I did the middle, and I did this side. Now I'm going to finish up on this side. And just take that back. Alright. Now you're going to clean the client's hair up. Remember, always clean your work. So you're going to put your cutting shears down, and then you're going to grab your thinning shears. Now you have to see where your client has, thin spots and stuff. Like you gotta look out for your people. You can't just be thinning shear everything. What thinning shear does is that whenever you grab hair or like a section of hair and you actually cut it, it doesn't cut the whole thing. It cuts bits and pieces, so you're texturizing it or thinning it out. So this back part, I'm not gonna mess with this back part right here. Or this front one and his bangs, I would texturize it a little bit. And it does pinch the client's hair. So always get the comb and it kind of pulls the client's hair. So let them know ahead of time and just do certain little sections and just nip and just go all the way around. All right. And now you put your thinning shears down. So once you comb his hair, you have to comb his hair. You're gonna see a lot of hair falling off. But I recommend this. I recommend this at least every 3 haircuts. At least 3 or 4 haircuts. You do it. It makes it look really nice whenever you put product in your hair. Just really makes it look clean. So you comb all the texturizing hair follicles that you just cut. Okay. All right. Then, if you still feel like this part is too choppy with the clipper work, the clipper with comb, it makes it look too straight. You can always get this part right here and just texturize it, and just go up and just texturize it, and then comb it down. Look, it makes it more clean, like you're from 1 all the way up. And I still got this part right here. You do the same thing. Grab it and just texturize it up. See? Now it lays down really nice right there. And then the same thing right here. If you want to do it, if you want to go A1, you want to go hard and really, get into your client's hair. This is just the purpose for you guys learning today. All right, now here too. Go ahead. He has a little bit of overhang right here, so we're gonna texturize that a little bit. Get that really laying down real nice. Okay. That's pretty much it. From the top. We're gonna comb out all the other loose hairs that you might have on there. Alright. Go ahead and clean up your client. Since he has the front edge up, I'm gonna spray a little bit more water. Hair clips here. These Gator Clips are the best. I don't like that little sticky pad stuff. Whenever the client moves around, it just falls off. It doesn't look right. You know, you want to look professional whenever you cut people's hair. So I saturate it again. I'm going to lift all the way up. I'm going to put it right here. Boom. You do this because it makes your job easy on the edge up. Okay, you don't want to have to keep on working. So that's what I'm doing now. Haircut's done. I'm going to work on this edge up now. I'm going to get back to my outliners. So a lot of people edge up differently. But what I learned in barber school is that you got to start in the middle. So, let's see, yeah. So I'm going to set my guideline in the middle. And you don't have to push it back so far. Just wherever he has hair right there, the baby hair is fine. You set up your member in the middle. And you go out a little bit. And you go out a little bit on this side. Okay? But you don't go all the way out, and you don't go all the way out. What you do is come back to the other side, and then, like I said, you do a 45, and you see where that it's going to connect. You want to do right there, boom. Right there, you see his little box line is coming together, and now you connect the edges. And now that's how you make it always straight. Same thing on the beard or the mustache. Like if you ever do the edge up, start in the middle, come out a little bit, and then go back to the side and connect it. And it's always perfect. Alright? Now I'm gonna go back on this other side. Alright, so I'm gonna do the 45-degree angle again. Not too far back, just go ahead and where it's kind of full, go ahead and stick it right there. Go ahead and do his C cup right here in 1, 2. So now I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna set in this corner. So 45, set the corners, and take it all the way to the middle again. Yep. Same thing. I'm gonna start on the side. I'm gonna do the C cup around the ear now. Hold down the ear. Now, whenever you do the circle, use your corners. Your edge up, really crispy, y'all. That's how you stay. That's how you stay in the game. That's how you get your clients to come back. So that's pretty much the head edge up. Since I'm already here, I'm gonna go to my balders. I recommend the babyless balders. Balders. So I'm just gonna bald it down. Where I did the balding 0, I'm gonna stay a little bit underneath that and then flick out. Don't go all high. This will leave a line that you cannot get out. Trust me. Right, stay underneath it. It gives it that extra layer of, like your transition. It gives you an extra layer of blend. This will keep the taper about a couple of days fresher. So go ahead and bald out all your stuff that you're doing. You know, a lot of people like to get the blade and do it. That's up to them. To me, to me, the shaver actually gets more bolder than the razor. The razor just cuts on top of the surface. All right, this takes it out of the pore. So you gotta learn all your equipment. All right, so I'm gonna pull it out the side. Boom, brought it down. So now I'm gonna start on the beard. Go ahead and clean them up. Like I said, always clean up your work, especially if it's a slow day. Go ahead and take your time to clean it up, man. So now I'm gonna get my headrest, put it in here. All right, where you slide your head back in the head for me. Okay, and I'm gonna lean the chair back a little bit, but y'all can't really see it, so I'm not gonna lean it back far back. So I'm gonna go back to my small comb. The client wanted a 1 against the grain on the beard, so I'm gonna hook up the rest of the length. I already did the sides. If you want this extra, go ahead and comb the client's eyebrows, and then go against the grain, and that'll knock off all the loose hairs and stuff like that, man. You know, always look at the hairs. All right, so I'm gonna go all the way around with it, but like I want. I probably should have did a live, but I want to record it. I thought you was doing a live. No, I was. And it's actual video. So I can go behind and edit it out a little bit. Yeah. That's my first time doing like tutorial.
That's what's up, brother. So it's better to actually do a video you can edit a little and then it just gives you that groundwork for next time, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the first step, you know. So you take it all down to one lane, clean it up. All right. Now, what I like to do is I like to do my initial guideline of the beard, or whatever edge up you want to call it that. So, like I said, start in the middle. We'll start in the middle of his chin. There. Now position it so y'all can see. I'm gonna start in the middle of his chin. Work out a little bit. Go back in the middle. Go to the other side. Cool. Then come all the way back to the other side. Go ahead and edge that part up. Cool.
He'd be
Alright, cool. Come on, Brando.
oh, that's my brother.
Okay. Alright, so now I already did this side of the bottom of the jawline. I want to go on this side. You can go straight or you can curve it. There's no real wrong way right here. Just edge it up right at the very ends of the hair. Please do not slide it back. Same thing on the seat cup. I'm gonna go over it a little bit more. Alright. On the mustache, go down with the thing on top right here. Alright. And now you do the bottom of the edge of. So I do the top of the mustache first, and I do the bottom of the mustache after. So I basically do half of the edge of. You can pull the skin back a little bit and clean up the hairs around the neck and stuff. The clients like that. They don't like all that food and stuff all around. pretty much half of this side. See, that's just the preliminary side. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing. So I really can't get the best view, but I'll just show you guys. Oh, too, since you already have your shaver out, a lot of people like to leave all the hair on there. Go ahead and just ball it down too. So you don't so you don't have to work so much with the razor. Go ahead and just ball it down. And always cut against the grain. If you got to, if you got to pull the skin down, that's fine. Go ahead and make it easy for you. It gives you less resistance whenever you pull the skin up or down. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this side, and I'll show you in a minute. Alright, now I want to take the client all the way down. And this is the reason why. I want to stand behind him so you can really look at the corners right here and make sure that it's straight. If it's not, adjust the side that's just the side that's lower to the side that's higher. Fix it. Go ahead, your hair. Go ahead and clean up the little middle of the eyebrows for him. And you can also look at the sides of the C cup to see if they're aligned. And they're pretty much aligned. You can look at the mustache and see what you need to do. So basically, you want to get an overhead view of the edge up. So you get everything real nice. Everything looks good. And if you want to step in front of him and look at the beard, just cut off anything and clean it off. But I pretty much have it done now. And then you can also look at the edge up too, in the front, but start from the middle again. You kind of like just knock the little loose hairs down. If you find the edge up. So now, when I'm done with everything, except the clipper work. So my next thing is getting my shave gel. Go ahead and put a good amount. Okay, great. Sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, that's the edit right there. So now you put a lot of the shave gel on the neck and stuff. It really exfoliates the skin and it gets it. Opens up the pores, so you're cutting the hair from the surface, and you're also cutting all the dirt off from this thing. I really only use on the neck because the neck is sensitive, and like you need to apply some kind of liquid on there so I can cut it smoothly. All right. Take your gloves off a little bit. All right. And I already preset another blade, so always use a new blade per client. Don't be cheap. Don't be cheap, dude. Spend some money on your, on your equipment. The clients would love the haircuts. They'll tip you more. Go ahead and spend money on your equipment, right? Don't be a cheapskate, alright? So now that this is my little wipey towel stuff. So what I always do is I always start on this little, on the temple. Pull the skin the opposite direction and go ahead and take it right up to that follicle. Okay? And then whenever you curve the beard, any curve, use corners. So pull the skin the opposite direction and use the corners to cut all that hair follicle, you know, to the shape that you want or the client's desired shape. Y'all get the blade stuff down, man. This will take your haircuts up a notch. So I like to start in the middle. Like I said, I always like to have a guideline. I always like to work, do one section and then just start going out to the other section. What I'm doing is a free hand. Okay, this is a free hand stroke. Basically, your regular stroke, pull the skin up, and then you always cut the opposite direction. The word barber is a Latin word. It means beard. Yeah. So basically, I'm a beard guy now. I don't have a beard. So that's basically one half of the beard. Let's put it down, and then you'll ask your client to just tilt his head to the side. And then you're gonna hold the nose up. Alright, so you got that part. Alright, so now you get right behind the client, right? And then you go in the middle of his edge up. Pull the skin and go. Oh, hold your blades at a 45-degree angle too. So it's less resistant and then it doesn't cut the client all up. So whenever you do this side of the mustache, that's when you tilt his head again. Pull the skin in the opposite direction. It's time for fresh food that belongs to the fridge next to Howard. Now, he's hungry. Fresh fat. Alright. And then the last part of the thing. So I did the, like the freehand stroke. This one I'm going to do a reverse freehand. So I'm going to pull down and cut up. Always pull the opposite direction that you're cutting. So stay about an inch away from the blade so you don't cut your hand. And then whenever you're about to go to the next section, move your thumb and the blade up accordingly towards the cut. Master these techniques. right, so this is all the hair stuff. You just grab that, fold it away real nice, put it in your trash can. All right, so now I'm gonna lift the client up now. Clients. Finished off with a little bit of Johnny B. If you want to, he can dress his hair up a little bit. I want to dress it up a little bit just for the tutorial. So what I do is I just get the hair and I just put the stuff in there, get it all messy. But you want to divide the gel. You don't want to just put it in one clump. There's nothing takier than putting it in one little area. Alright, so we get it all messy first. Clean your hands with the towel. Get that in the comb. Comb it all back down. Come up the front to give it volume. I'm gonna comb this down too, and everything all connects, all clean, guys. So this is the finished cut on my client. Took about half of the volume off. Really nice edge up. You know, one fade all the way around, crispy, everything straight. Everything's on point, guys. So work on your craft. Don't worry about speed. Don't worry about nobody around you. Don't try to hurry up or nothing. Get your stuff down. And then whenever you do it, so many times. Oh, sorry about the glove too. But whenever you do it so many times, you'll get faster and faster and faster and faster. All right. This haircut and beard normally takes me 25 to 30 minutes, but I took about an hour because I'm trying to show you guys and really all that stuff. So, thank you. All right. And so this is the extra video, man. I got a new client. I did a full tutorial, so I'll check us out, man. At Peak Styles, baby. Let's go.
Exactly. From NYC to DFW.
go, baby.
Nobody touches my head out here except for this man. My man's Tony and Peak Styles, right?